Hi and welcome to the daily reading for June the 25th. And today's reading is coming from Time for Peace by Ruth Fishels. Peace in our hearts, peace in the world, daily meditations for peace and healing. So June 25th starts with a quote from Leonard Cohen. Ring the bells that still can ring, forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything, that's how the light gets in. And Ruth goes on to say, we so want to be perfect that we quickly get upset with ourselves when we don't meet our impossible expectations. We mentally beat ourselves up when we lose our tempers, forget appointments, get low grades, or get into fender benders. We call ourselves names, use should haves and if onlys, and promise ourselves we will do better next time. It won't happen again. We'll be more careful. But it will happen again. Perhaps not the same situation, but other examples of our imperfection will appear. And unless we change our attitude and accept our humanness, we'll never find peace. It's time to embrace the fact that we are not saints and to be gentle, loving, and forgiving of ourselves just as we are. It's time to look at ourselves through the eyes of love and compassion. Today, I am practicing treating myself as my own best friend and giving myself all the love and acceptance I deserve. Well, that's a beautiful reading. A beautiful start with words from Leonard Cohen. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. And that's how our growth happens. You know, our growth happens when we make mistakes, when we get into arguments or disappointments, or we have a fender bender, which is just like a bump for those of you who don't understand what a fender bender is. You know, it's like a little car crash that's not very big. But we promise ourselves that we'll not do it again, we'll not be distracted and let that happen, or we will study harder, or we will set alarms to not miss appointments, and definitely will not lose our tempers. But we're human. You know, we are this specimen of imperfection as humans. You know, we're uniquely imperfect. We're not all imperfectly the same. You know, we are all our unique blend of little imperfections, little cracks, which let in our learning that we are meant to have. Not that everyone's meant to have, but our own little unique bits will come through those cracks in our imperfection. And I love that. I love that idea. There is that story of, and I'm totally paraphrasing and we'll get most of it wrong, but it is about, you know, if there's a broken cup, and I don't know whether it's Chinese or Japanese, but they use gold and they will mend the cup or the plate, whatever is broken. And of course, to people who like perfection, you know, they will say, well, that's broken, that's been mended, that's, you know, that's not worth having. But the Chinese or the Japanese, whoever it is that do this ritual, they say that it makes the cup stronger. The gold makes the cup stronger. The crack that was there makes the cup stronger. So it's like these little imperfections that we discover about ourselves, they can make us stronger as well. We can accept them, you know, not think, oh, well, that's imperfect, I have to change that, but accept that as a strength, you know, as a strength. We all have so many strengths that we judge ourselves for having, because we don't see them as strengths. You know, maybe you're somebody who cries at sad movies and you think that's really weak of you because you're a big strapping man. You know, I think it's a great strength when you can touch your emotions, or your emotions can be touched by something external like that. So tears are definitely not a sign of weakness, but lots of people think they are. But for me, they are a sign of strength. So if we can turn our perception on our weaknesses and look at them as our strengths, how brilliant would that be? You know, because these mistakes that we make, these errors, these things that we deem to be not good, and we don't want to happen again, those will happen again. You know, maybe exactly not the same situation, but things will happen to show us our imperfections. because we have to accept them. It's part of us as a whole person. We can't be a perfect person. There is no way to be a perfect person. Or perhaps the perfect person is the person who can accept all their imperfections and be peaceful about it. Maybe that's the kind of aim of perfection, is to accept lovingly and kindly all of our imperfections. So you can think about that today. The 5 minutes are up, and I will see you again soon if you decide to tune in. Okay, bye now. Bye.